I'm looking at my brother DJ Lane on. I say, DJ, I don't know if I can do that, bro.
Yo, we back. What's good, y'all? This is DJ.
And this is Yowan.
And this is the Give Me the Ball podcast.
No, we're gonna edit it. Should we start it again? Because I said podcast after you said give me the ball podcast. I think it didn't flow that much. Yeah, let's edit that one. You see, I already started doing the first mistake I said, bro. Let's just start over again. And I was looking at my phone when we started too. I wasn't even locked in. No, let's just start it. Yeah, bro. Let's just start it.
All right, hold on.
Let's just.
It's all right. Hold on.
We're gonna do it again. We're gonna edit the first part. We do it again. You give your name and I say, yeah, this is your one, and then you say, give me the ball podcast episode 2, and then we just started from there. Cause yeah, I would not say trying to repeat whatever. Let's edit that part.
All right, bro. Let's run it back.
Okay, you give a countdown too.
All right, 3, 2, 1. What's good, y'all? This is DJ.
This is Yowan.
And this is the Give Me the Ball podcast. Welcome to episode 2, y'all.
It's gonna be a great conversation, just like the episode 1. But yeah, let's go. Let's get into it.
All right, bro. Speaking of episode 1, man, I was looking back at it, and I feel like I could tell how uncomfortable I was the whole time. Like I feel like I was saying stuff, and I just felt, I don't know, it just felt awkward. It still kind of feels awkward. We still just got to get more reps, bro. We got to get more reps.
No, definitely. We got to get more reps. But like one thing when I was watching the episode, there was one part, especially the thing that just like directly like jumped into my eyes was there was a one part I think I started episode 1 when you say, "I'm so excited," and I don't know why. I just was repeating everything you were saying right after. You say you was like, "I'm excited," and I can just stop smiling. And I'm just right after saying, yeah, me too. I can just start smiling. Like, I just watched myself and I was like, come on, man. You know that's the... But we're going to get better, though. We're going to get better.
Oh,
it was
my
funny,
gosh,
though.
Bro. The funniest part. I was actually going to edit that part out. It's not too late. It's actually not too late. That episode isn't up yet. So I could do you a solid or I could leave it. Whatever you want. Bro,
we'll see.
Crying.
We'll see.
This week's been interesting. I mean, yesterday was my wife and I's anniversary.
Let's
2-year
go.
anniversary.
Let's go. Proud of you, brother.
Bro, I was just like, it was such a good day too, for the most part. I mean, like, it's hard with kids. We're getting ready to move. But I was just like, you know what? We got to include the kids as much as we can. And I mean, neither of us could wait to put them down for bed. But we got us some nice little dinner. I went and picked it up, which is a story.
Okay.
Of its own, but we can come back to that later. But nah, man, something going on in my life aside from the anniversary that I was thinking a lot about was just being the bigger person. I feel like people just be so quick to like trying to fight each other and argue and get into it with people, but it's like, what really makes you a better person, bro? Is it sitting here fighting with somebody, trying to prove something, or is it staying quiet and kind of just letting your actions speak for themselves, like setting up boundaries for yourself and saying, nah, I'm not gonna let that slide, but I also don't need to fight you either. I'm just kind of starting to figure out more and more, like, it's almost better to just not do anything at all and leave it alone, because people like that just won't grow up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, like, you know how this society is, like, based on if you gotta prove anything you do in life, you gotta prove either in basketball or life or whatever. And of course, at some point you have to prove some stuff, but not to people. I believe that you don't have nothing to prove to people. And then, of course, you know, I grew up in Africa and I used to fight a lot. And I used to get beat up a lot too. I was not the biggest guy, so every fight I was doing, I was probably losing. I won some fight, but don't fight though. I'm not saying people just fight, but going back to the subject is, like my dad always told me that the strongest people on earth are the ones that don't need to fight. When you get to that level, when it's like people can't even think about fighting you, you already know that you are already at that growth mindset. So like, because people are quick to respond and fitting the energy that they're getting from. But honestly, like, the strongest people on earth don't really need to fight. I don't know if you agree with that though.
That rings 100% true. I feel like certain scenarios require certain things for sure. But I
Yeah,
think in general, I agree. I feel like fighting doesn't really solve anything. It kind of just makes
nothing at
things
all, man.
worse. I watched this anime. It's called Vinland Saga.
A good one.
And
Ooh,
I just
ooh.
can't stop thinking, bro. Because the first season, bro's dad was trying to teach him really, really young that like fighting is not the answer. His dad was
Okay.
like the most powerful dude on earth and was like, fighting is not the answer. And his son was like,
Okay.
his son watches him get killed and he's like, nah, I gotta fight. I gotta kill whoever killed you, right? And so like the whole story is him like building up this plot, building up his strength, trying to get his get back on the dudes that killed his dad.
Yeah.
And then he's going crazy, bro. Like stupid. He gains like crazy skills. He's like a ninja on steroids. It's crazy. And then you get to
Yeah.
season 2, bro, and he's not fighting nobody. Everybody's trying to pick a fight with him. He gets mad. He's calming himself down. I'm like, bro, you could literally take this man out with like with a flick of your finger, bro.
They're flicking
And he sits there and he does nothing. He's just like, all right, and he's like haunted by everything that he's done in his past when it came to fighting people. And I'm just like, it's deep. It actually is deep, but the message is like obvious. What is more powerful? What is more quote unquote manly? Is it like fighting you just because you pissed me off, or is it taking the back seat and just being like, when are you gonna learn? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like as a father too, like what do I look like trying to fight somebody?
Facts.
Unless
Facts.
unless they physically did something to my kid, what
Yeah,
do
you
I
have
look
to
like trying
know.
to fight you? You know what I'm saying?
No,
It's crazy. It's just wild to me, bro. That's what I've been thinking about.
I would say like it it all comes to, I would say, patience. And this, I feel like it's something that a lot of people, of course, we working hard to have, like, patience in life and things like this. But you don't really want to fight nobody for real, because of course it's not going to get nowhere. It's just going to escalate any situation fighting. Do you get what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
sometimes I'll tell you, it will surprise a lot of people. Well, I was just giving an example. Like, if somebody's doing something and he's expecting you to respond in certain ways, when you don't, they actually go back and think about it. I say, wait a minute, like, why he didn't do that, right? Like, even Jesus, give us like if they slap you on the right, just give the left, right? Would you? It will feel like, if you tell this to somebody else right now, it's gonna be like, man, this just being weak, right? But
Yeah.
honestly, just understanding this, like, I don't need to feed the reaction, or I don't need to feed your energy, or giving you the expectation that you want to have. Like, we gave on the episode 1 how kids, for example, me and you, we
I
have
was just
kids,
about to say that, bro. I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
It just
When you
shows how
have
childish
kids,
people are. It just shows how childish people are, bro.
that's exactly, like, we go back to the child. This is a childish for real though. It's just childish, because this like a kid. Like, when a kid do something, like, you say, don't touch it. You're gonna see their fingers going, don't touch it, and they're gonna start smiling because they look at your faces like, I'm being serious, like. But it's like, oh, he's gonna get mad if I touch it. So it's like, it's just childish, man. I ain't gonna
It's
lie.
crazy. But I mean, I don't know. I'm trying not to let it bother me. It's just
Yeah,
been super hard. I'm usually pretty good
yeah.
like brushing things off my shoulder. I've been doing it for a really long time, but it just got to a point where I'm like, when is it? When is it gonna end? Like when are they gonna grow up? You feel me?
I
But
feel you, bro.
nah, bro.
I feel you.
What you been thinking about this week, man? What's been going on? What's been popping up in your life, man?
Hey, bro, I was waiting on that. I'm a big soccer guy. I started playing soccer first, and then look, my African countries are doing great things so far, man. I
Yes,
got
sir.
Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire.
Hey,
We can
say
say
it
in
in French. Say
French.
it in French, bro. Say it in
Côte,
French.
Côte d'Ivoire. Côte d'Ivoire. My African country, man, they doing great, bro. Côte d'Ivoire. I was born in Côte d'Ivoire. So, man, I'm so proud, man. You got Côte d'Ivoire 2-0, I guess, against Carso. You got what? Senegal, just a 5 goal from Senegal.
Yo,
Senegal,
five
man,
goals
hey,
was crazy.
yo, they be playing with us. I'm telling you, they be playing with us. Ils jouent beaucoup avec nous, like we say in French. Like, women, they playing with us. They're gonna be surprised. They're gonna be really surprised. I'm telling you, really surprised. But yeah, man, like, soccer, bro. I'm just, sharing my African country's team, and just being a, daily life, father life, trying to get things together, enjoy my family, and
Yeah,
just being
man.
blessed to live, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I've been watching the World Cup. Heck, I never really watched soccer or football, whatever y'all want to call it. But it
Right?
makes more sense to call it football.
Yeah,
I don't know
football.
what we were thinking changing that name, but anyway,
Foot.
when
Come on,
growing
man.
up, I never watched soccer. I was like, nah, I'm not really gonna watch that. Got to school, bro. Got the SPS. Shout out SPS.
Shout out SPS, man.
Man, like, and I was roommates with Redo. I'm gonna say his name. I bet he'd be fine with it.
My boy Redo, man.
From
The
España.
from
Redo
España,
es de
man.
España. You know what I'm saying? And bro, he was watching soccer. Like I had my TV out of the room. I had it in the living room for everybody to use. You remember that? I had my PlayStation hooked up
Yeah,
to it. Everybody was using my TV.
yeah.
Bro, when Real Madrid was playing, this dude would get his laptop, come out of his room, plug the TV into his laptop, and he'd sit right in front of the TV like this, bro, just watching the World Cup. Or no, not the World Cup. Sorry, he'd be watching La Liga or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's
And
a
I'd be
liga.
like, I'm like, yo, what is he doing watching soccer? Ain't nobody want to watch that. Bro, I see how he's acting. I see how he's reacting to goals and offsides calls and fouls not being called and everything. And I'm like, yo, he getting into it. So I'm like, I might as well just sit here and watch with him. Bro, by the end of the game, the first game I ever watched with him, I'm sitting up screaming. Oh, dang, like, what? You know what I'm saying? I was just like, this is
I feel
actually
you.
dope. This is actually dope. So I started watching soccer after that. And shout out Redo because the World Cup has been amazing. Like,
Yes.
it's been crazy. And now I'm a Real Madrid fan because of Redo. Not because I'm
Come
a
on, bro.
bandwagon. Not because I'm a
Nah,
bandwagon,
this
but because of Redo.
that's the
Because Redo, that's
last
why I
thing you
started
should say.
watching.
No, bro.
That's why I
Like,
started
I mean, I
watching.
feel you, but you gotta look. You gotta just. I understand that, but you gotta explore, bro. That's what me and Redo, we used to have a lot of problem, bro, when we was there. I'm a big Barcelona fan. He was a big Real Madrid fan. And shout out Redo because he know it's gonna be true. When it was game of Clasico, he know what I'm rooting for. So we always got that. But you gotta look teams. But hey, Redo, deep in your heart, you already know, man. Come on, DJ.
Nah,
You gotta
bro.
look
Hey,
more.
he
You
put
gotta
me
step
on.
on
He put
more,
me
man.
on. So I gotta pay my respect to Redo for putting me on.
Respect, respect, respect,
And
respect.
and they have my two favorite players in the world, bro. They got Vinny Jr. and Mbappe.
Okay.
Like, come on.
Okay.
On the same team. Like, I'm good. I'm chilling.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've been really enjoying the World Cup. Like, I've never watched soccer this much in my life. I've been sitting on the couch watching soccer almost every day. It's been awesome. Paris, I'm saying France, not Paris. I'm stupid. France gonna win it all. I'm just letting you know right now. France is gonna win
Like,
it all. Mbappe is gonna pass Messi on goals after Messi
mm,
just set the record for goals, and he's gonna
mm,
win the World Cup. Come on, bro. Come
we're
on.
gonna
It's
see.
not. I don't even
I'm
think it's a
not.
question.
I'm not big into like those prediction type stuff, but I don't know. It's a lot of things that can happen. Like
It
me and
is.
you, we play basketball, and so in basketball, there's an exciting part about basketball, which is a lot of people want to see dunks, three-point, like those crazy stuff. But but you get to see a bucket every couple minutes or second. Do you get what I'm saying? But in
Hopefully,
soccer, hopefully, but you don't get a goal every second or minute. You really gotta wait and see. That's what excites me. That's what a lot of people say. Football. I'm gonna call it football because it just make more sense to me. Like
it is.
football better than like, because excitement is better. When you somebody scoring, it's like, oh man, it's been the whole game at the 89th minute. That's when he's
Bro,
gonna
like what
score.
happened to Team USA? How they
Look at
lost?
this, bro.
98th minute.
Like you play the whole
Hey.
game, whole position. Like you literally chilling, and you can have more position. You can dominate the whole game and lose at the last minute. That's why I love
Mm-hmm.
soccer, bro. For real.
You just said you was gonna call it football.
And I say
I'm
soccer.
trolling you.
I
I'm
mean,
trolling you. I'm trolling you, bro. It don't really matter to
well,
me.
it's the man. Yeah.
But nah,
It's
nah, nah,
about
nah. Real talk, bro. Like, if you have not gotten to the World Cup, by the time this episode comes out, it definitely will be still going. It's elimination rounds now. Watch. You got to watch Norway. My boy Holland. I don't even know if that's how you say it. Holland.
I think that's what you
Dog.
say. Holland. Yeah.
Absolute
I don't know his
dog.
last name, bro.
Mbappe. Dog.
For sure.
Vinny. Dog.
No
Messi.
doubt.
Dog. Like, it's been so
Goats.
fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's been
The
so fun.
goats.
I mean, and I will say Ronaldo just because you have to. His first two games were kind of weak sauce. But hey, I can't even talk. I've never played football in my life,
But
so
but but at the same time, that's you know, like when you do great things like Messi, Ronaldo, or any type of player that's at the top of the hill, when you're on the top of the hill, or those players, is like they will always compare you to
Your
what you
best.
will,
Yeah.
your best, right? They would not think
That's true.
about how old are you. They would not think. They would just think about because that's just how people think, right? What can you do now? And it's so
Yeah.
sad. It's so sad, and a lot of people also carry that into relationship. And people is like, "What can you do for me now?" Right?
Yeah.
Like they don't think about. And then you can be with somebody do a lot of great things, but as soon as you do him something that he doesn't like, he's gonna forget about all the past good things you did and just focus on it. I don't know what you think about that one. I'm just
Nah,
jumping off
that's
topic
true.
real quick.
I was gonna say that you set a standard so high that people expect you to be there all the time, and like you said,
Yeah,
they forget to consider every other fact outside of that. That like the fact that he's 41, Ronaldo
yeah, it's
specifically,
41.
he's 41 years old, bro.
It
Like
is 41. He is 41.
still playing, still looks like he's in the best shape of his life, which he probably is,
Yes.
to be honest with you. But and it's like another thing, and like people who don't play sports or who have been removed from sports for a super long time, they don't realize like people play bad. It happens. It's part of the game. You can't control that sometimes.
True.
Like you can't control whether or not your teammate passes you the ball. You can't
True.
control once the I mean, I know in basketball they say once the ball leaves your hand, you can't control whether it goes in or not. And
Yeah,
I'm assuming it's the same in soccer. Once you kick the ball, you can't control whether it goes in or not. And so it's like
that's true.
there's so many factors that go into it. And I mean Ronaldo, Real Madrid boy. So I'm with that. For those of you who weren't here episode 1, first of all, welcome. But crossover segment is when we take a dive into something that we don't care about, we don't usually talk about at all whatsoever. Um, I can go first, bro, because I actually switched my topic last second.
Hmm.
Maybe I'll talk about the first one I had some other day. I was gonna talk about like gardening and people starting to grow their own food because we're all learning about how like bad U.S. food is and like what they're putting in it. There's like
Yeah.
all this nonsense. Maybe not. I'm not gonna call it nonsense, but there's just been a whole bunch of stuff about like what's in our food and our meat and our
Yeah.
and our veggies in
It's
the United
us.
States. And so it's like concerning. And I seen people. This is how you grow an avocado tree. This is how you grow a pineapple. This is how you like. I've just been seeing everywhere. I'm like, why am I on this side of social media? I have no idea. But anyway, what I'm going to talk about is I don't even know what you would call these. I'm not really like I'm not into them. I just been seeing a bunch of stuff. My wife's friends all talking about it, but Love Island.
Love Island. I heard about that.
Do you know what that is?
I know it's a show, but I'm really not into like this type
Yeah.
of
See,
show or any show like that.
this ain't our lane, bro. So
Ain't saying all that, but I
basically,
know of that. I know of that.
yeah. So it's just a show, from my understanding. Like I don't know. Are they couples? I don't know. They get a bunch of guys
Hmm.
and they get a bunch of girls
Yeah.
and they put them on an island and they say hook up, find who you like, basically. And so it's like a drama reality show, from my understanding of it. But I'm like,
Yeah.
why? Like, what is the purpose for? And like, I get it, bro. It's all entertainment. People love drama, but like, for
Yeah.
me, I don't know. When it comes to
Yeah.
that, like, there's literally like almost nothing good that comes out of the shows like that. Like,
Yes.
and
And
if my wife wants to sit and watch it, I'm gonna watch it with her because it's like it's fun to like kick back and watch a show with your wife. And sometimes it is cool to like just have absolutely nothing to think about.
I mean, of course, we live in a big entertainment industry now. So like everything you can find to make your audience and your people every week talking about, oh, did you see what this one do? Did you see what this one? Did you see what this happened? Or so it's just yeah. But like the whole concept is just how they find it, how they do it. But if people get like if they actually get in a relationship after the show, or like they actually create something like when they all together after.
Like you said, it's just all entertainment, bro. Like people these days are doing almost anything just to get attention on social media or TV or whatever it is. And it's hard because we have to decipher for ourselves like what's real and what's not. But I feel like, and this is where I have the line, right? Like it's cool if you want to watch stuff like that. I'm not judging you because
Yeah, of course, we
if
don't
my wife
judge.
came up to me today and said, I want to watch Love Island. I'd be like, I would love to watch Love Island with you. You know what I'm saying? But it's like a
Yeah,
fine line
that is some
between,
for shorty.
is that all you're consuming? Is that type of media, that type of content? Or is there other stuff that's going to balance it out or outweigh it? You know what I'm saying? But like you said, some people do get in relationships afterwards. But even then,
Yeah,
for me, that would feel weird because it's like, I just seen you on this island hooking up with 5 other dudes, not sure which one of us you liked. And then
for real.
you were cheating on him with me. Like, what? Like, bro, I would not like. I just couldn't do that personally. Like, that would be so difficult for me to even like want a relationship after that with somebody from that show. I'm not gonna tell y'all what to do, man. That's not my job. I'm just here. I'm just some dude with a mic, man. I'm just here to say, just be careful how much of it you're consuming because it can be dangerous. So just be careful, man. That's all I gotta say. So,
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. And I feel like you would like this one for real. I know you're a big financial guy, so it's like it's not really like a crossover thing, but I'm really trying to like now, of course, learning more about like how to save more money, using my money wisely, right? Like how to invest in things to, produce great things. It's not only for me, but for my kid, and for myself, for my wife, making sure that, I'm creating a pathway and a wealth, not only for people here, but also people back home, creating ways like that. And I wanted, cause I know you got a lot, the resources and things about like financial and stuff. And then, what if you have one advice you would give me like right now about that? What you think? I watch a lot, but I just want to hear from you about that.
that's
I just
crazy.
put you on the spot, bro.
You did. You did.
But I know you're the
Sorry.
right. I know
Nah,
you're the
it's all
right
right.
one to do that. That's why I asked that.
Well, bro, I think it's always it's always a game. Life is a game. People say it, bro. We are always trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure something out all the time. And money for a lot of people, including me, just because I know things doesn't mean I'm perfect with money. Doesn't mean I have a lot of money just because I know things. But
Yeah,
forward thinking is so important when it comes to money and finance
so
because,
important.
and we were talking a lot about how people are today. People want the nice clothes. They want the designer clothes. They want the fastest car. They want the nicest car. They want all the watches, the shoes, the jewelry. It's like, yeah, bro, like you can have all that now. Go ahead. But what is that going to cost you in the long run? It
Hmm.
costs a lot now too, if you really think about it. But what is that going
It
to cost you in
does.
the long run? And I think when you think about things like that, at least for me, it helps me just with spending on anything. If I feel like, because for me, I'm save first, spend second. My wife
Okay.
is the opposite. So it's like that's not bad. That's not bad by any means. And
Yeah.
we've been figuring it out for 2 years now, going
Yeah.
strong. And it's just like there's got to be some give both ways. You know what I'm saying? There's 2 arguments. There's people who want to save all their money. There's people who want to spend all their money. Both is
Yeah.
bad. That's just what I've learned. Because if you're
Yeah.
saving everything, you're not enjoying everything you could be. You know what I'm saying? But if you're
Yes.
spending everything, you're missing out on your future.
Sure.
This is a great question for me to even reflect, but it's just like we just have to think about our future, especially now that we have kids depending on us, not only right now, but in the future as well, because we're responsible for setting up our future.
We
If
are.
we're not doing the things we need to now, nobody's gonna come to save us. That's like one of the biggest terms trending on the internet.
Mm,
Nobody's coming to save you. Well,
nobody.
like
That's true.
we have to be able to be self-reliant, and that starts with being smart now and making the right decision now. So that's what I would say.
Yeah. No, it helps a lot, man. I feel like everything you say is just great wisdom, and that's why I like, asking the type of question because I'm always trying to learn. That's one thing that I really want set myself to do every day is learning. Like we say, 1% better every day. Do you remember Christmas Day? When I say Christmas, what do you remember from our season?
Oh,
Christmas
bruh.
Day. Get back in shape,
I
Christmas.
don't even want to think about it.
So
I
for
don't
me,
even
it's
want to
just
think about
literally, bro. It literally feel like it was yesterday. Hey, so look,
it.
every
Damn, I don't
basketball
even want to think
player,
about it.
every
Oh my
basketball
gosh.
player. No, there's always after the little break when you know you gotta get back in shape. That's like a first day when we come back. Man, DJ, I remember that day,
I want to cry just thinking about it.
bro, bro, bro.
I'm going to miss playing college basketball. I'm not going to miss conditioning at all. And I don't think anybody does, to be honest with you. I still
Me
go. I
too.
still
I ain't
run,
gonna lie.
but bro, nah. That's different. What he had us
Nah, it
doing
was
was
different.
diabolical.
And that's one of the days when I know, yeah, that guy is my guy, and we're gonna be together for life. We went through the old drills, like really like dying. So I'm walking to go get water. It's we literally finally got our first water break. Walking, no. We went in the hallway. Boom, open. And I'm looking at my brother DJ laying on the That's all too. I didn't even know that I was about to go open the door and jump on the floor, just lean. I said yes. I went on the. I said, "Yo, brother, I don't know if I can do that, bro." I said, "DJ, I don't know if I can do that, bro." My brother,
Oh my
nah, they,
gosh, bro. Nah, and what I think
yo,
about too, and bro, even after I transferred, I told everybody
yeah,
every year, every other season. I played 3 seasons at my other school. Every team I had, every person asked me, "What's the hardest drill you ever done?" Kentucky layups, bro.
Kentucky layups, bro,
Kentucky
man,
layups, and Kentucky layups. 2 minutes to make 42 layups on each end of the basket as a team. And so,
yeah,
like, the way you set it up is you have lines going each way, but you have to
yeah,
grab the ball out the net. Like, person shooting it, running in full speed, you got to grab the ball at the net and go. Like, there's no time. You think like you have a rest. No. Just 2 minutes of straight sprints, full court. And if you didn't make the 42, you had to do it again. So you did it on the right side. If you didn't get on the right side, you did it on the right side until you got it. And you switch to the left. Same thing with the left. Man, Christmas break, bro. Coach Zach, man. Shout out
Shout out
Coach
to Coach
Zach.
Zach, man. Shout out Coach Zach, man.
Shout out Coach Zach and Coach Wade. Shout out y'all. And
Shout
Wade
out,
just sitting there
yes,
laughing at
for
us while we're dying.
real.
But man, we sitting there. We didn't get 42. Zach, y'all gonna get 42 layups. We gonna do it again. Then y'all get 42 layups. Man, sitting there. He
Yo,
raged. He rage quit on us because we didn't even get it on the left side. We got it on the right side after like 3 times that day, and then the left
bro,
side we didn't even get it. And he was like, "No, we're done. We're done." So we go out and get
yo,
water. That's when Yowan was talking about. I'm on the ground. I'm talking about, yo, do not tell coach you seen me like this, bro. Do not tell coach. And then after that, you remember, we had to do the layup thing, the power dribbles and everything, the
bro.
layup drill,
Before before Evan the power love Drew,
1-on-ones. Oh my
he
gosh.
he brought us all together. Like he brought us all together. Like no, shout out Coach Zach. But let me tell you something. He brought us all together. I don't know if you remember. Started talking about y'all gonna remember those days. Those days was the hardest one in your life, but
Mm.
y'all gonna enjoying it. I'm thinking about yeah, we done after all the drill we did. I'm
Oh
talking
my.
about yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm talking about yeah, we done. Like we about to go relax, and I'm like yo, I'm gassed and everything, and he's like, I know right back to the. I was like yo DJ, my heart when he said that.
We what do you even call it? Like
Oh
finishing drills, basically, where it's just a minute of drop step layups, switching sides on the lane.
yeah,
Bro, no. Let me go back to Kentucky layups real quick. So that one had me dead. The layups had my legs dead. The layup drill, like the finishing drill. And coach
yeah,
even came up to me and was like, "You look sick." I was like, "I'm about to puke, bro. I can't even walk. I couldn't even stand up." But anyway,
yeah.
back to Kentucky layups. Tell me why them 2 dudes, we know who I'm talking about.
You know what you talking about?
And if you played at SPS that year, you know exactly who I'm talking about. And if you're listening, you two, you know who I'm talking about too. Y'all walking up the court. How are we gonna get
Hey,
42 with these 2 dudes walking up the court, bro? I'm telling you, I wanted to crash out, bro. But hey, they both did. Is that the practice that they both got kicked out of, or was it later?
not that practice. It was later. Yeah, I don't think that practice. A
Yeah.
lot of people got kicked out of here though.
No,
A
it was
lot.
just them two, wasn't it? It
Huh?
was just them two. But not
But yeah,
one of them actually hit me up, said they want to be a guest. You
I
wouldn't
would
guess.
love that, bro.
It's gonna be the opposite of the one you would think. I'm just gonna say
Nah,
that.
for real,
Yeah,
for real.
yeah,
But
yeah.
let's go though. Let's go. I would love that though.
Hey, and
Hey,
you know who you are. So
so
if you're
be ready.
listening, we might have you. Hey, we might have you. We might
be
have you out here,
ready.
cuh. Hey, he gonna say cuh.
He's I know.
We gonna have you out here, cuh.
fine. That's fine. I'm excited. I'm excited already. I'm excited, bro.
But
I'm
nah, man,
excited for
nah.
sure.
That practice was crazy. I
Nah,
to
it
this
was
day,
crazy, bro.
before and after, I
It's
never had a
crazy.
practice that hard. And it's crazy too because if I was a coach, I'd probably do this, but
Yeah.
they run you harder after the break than they ever did before.
Yes.
Than they
Yes,
ever did
man.
before because they know,
Such a
bruh.
great program. Such
They
a great
know
program, bro.
at the JUCO level, they know that not a lot of us did anything. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
Myself
They
included.
do
I'm
know
not even
that.
gonna cap to you. I went home. I was like, nah, I'm not doing nothing.
And
I'm
and
not
and,
gonna do
and look,
nothing but shoot.
let me
Felt
tell
it
you
when I got
something.
back.
Let me tell you something. Shout out Coach Wade though. And then we have to send it that part to him too. Coach Wade, bro. Look, when we have breaks like this, he always invite us, the whole players, at his house. So I'm talking about him and his wife bringing us that nice mac and cheese,
Mac
that
and
nice
cheese,
like
the baked
I'm talking
mac
about
and cheese,
the the
bro.
the
Miss
step. I'm talking
Wade,
about the whole
if you hear
bro.
this, oh my goodness,
Miss
the
Wade,
baked mac and cheese, Mrs.
Miss
Coach
Wade.
Wade, the baked mac and cheese. I need the recipe
God bless you. God bless you. God bless you
for
for real for
real,
life. And
for
then
real.
when we go there, bro, you already know what time we on, bro. We just go there and we just get all stuff together, bro. Like you can't even walk, and you got plates to go home. So, bro, after that day, you know you got leftovers at home. You keep eating and everything, bro. When you go back to that practice, bro, you gonna throw up all this. You gonna throw up all that.
Nah, fam,
But shout out
nah.
Coach Red and Wade Wise for real, for real.
Yes, 100%, man. I think back to SPS though, bro, and I really am grateful for the people I met there because even Coach Zach and Coach Wade, like, I don't think I talk about them enough, but really, really helped me. And I don't even think I've told them enough how
Yeah,
much like they helped impact me as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
they really taught me
No,
so much that
I
year,
agree.
and I just don't think I'd be the same person without that
No,
year in my life, especially not without that
I agree.
practice. We
Yeah,
still
for
finished
real.
that practice. We still finished
We're
it.
still finished. We finished it, bro.
So
We
hey,
had to.
had to.
Shout out to them. Yeah, like going back to Zach and Wade, bro. Like I'll forever be grateful for those two people because first episode, if you watch first episode, the guy that I met in the bathroom when he was going out the bathroom was Coach Zach. I'm forever grateful for, him brought me into the program, man. I feel like this was a big change in my life. Not only from an overseas African player coming into the United States and then starting the JUCO level, everything is just crazy. You got so much to learn, like so
Mm-hmm.
much to learn because shout out to Africa where I come from, we don't really start playing like a really big organized basketball. So he was actually like one of the coaches that actually like forged me for the to the player that I am today, right? So yeah, man, those people, and then not only on the basketball side but coming to the life side, they actually build you to be a really successful man in your life and everything you do, right? It's quote that you say, these always say to practice, and I always trying to keep it in my life and put in everything that I do is consistency will always beat a temporary moment of greatness.
Mm.
So it's like this is really what he told us, and we kept this in our mind, right? And man, he changed the program because think about it, we are the first year with him, and look what he's doing now. We got Final Four appearance every time going to the tournament. This is huge, and I'm really praying for him to get a Final Four. Finally, bro, if he can get the final, it will be a really
Get
big
the
day, and I
chip,
know he
man.
will.
Get the chip.
Yeah. So, Coach Zach, if you're watching this, man, shout out to you, man. Shout out to Coach Wade, and yeah, man, forever grateful.
You know what time it is, man. You know
I
what
know what
time it
time is
is,
it.
yo.
I know what time it is, man.
Hey, you know what? Give me the
Yeah.
ball, yo.
Oh, are you ready though? I like that.
Born ready.
This
Come on now.
you'll like that question. How did you balance the pressure of sports, of course, in your season while playing basketball,
Mm.
and mix it with your family life? Yeah.
First of all, I wouldn't have been able to do it without my wife
Good.
supporting me. So shout out you, baby. I love you. Thank you
Shout
so
out.
much
Shout
for
out to
everything you
wifey, your
do.
sister. Shout out.
And nothing, honestly, even this podcast, she's so supportive of, but I wouldn't be able to do a whole lot of things without her and how supportive she is. So shout out you. I love you. I'd say that was the biggest thing was her support because a lot of people like look at me like crazy, and like I'd go to away games and people would be IG stalking me and being like, bro, you're literally 40, because obviously I'm cooked too. Like, my hair is cooked.
You're
But they'd
not
be
cooked,
like, bro,
brother.
you
Hairline
look
crispy,
40.
buddy.
You look they're like, you look 40. Like, you got kids. You need to hang them up. And it's cool, because what they didn't realize was I was probably younger than half of them anyway. Like, I'm 22, bro. But it was like, her supporting me was the biggest thing, because that's just such a unique situation. And I could have been doing anything else. I could have been working, making money, and we could have, been more comfortable with spending during my season. But instead, like, she was supportive. In the summer, we saved and saved and saved. That way, during the year, I could work a small amount and we'd still be good financially and with food and everything like that. So I wouldn't have been able to do it without her. Then I just think, like, the mental side of it too, with the kids, it's like they get to see me do something cool. Not a lot of kids get to watch their fathers play sports in general.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the fact that they were able to watch me at the collegiate level, and only my daughter's going to be able to remember probably, but it's just so cool, like, that moment. And just having that in the back of my mind every time I'm working out now, every time I'm playing too, they're watching me. I got to show them, like, I got to play hard because I'm going to want them to play hard. I got to be a good teammate because I want them to be a good teammate. You know what I'm saying? And just setting that
Yeah,
example and
facts.
having the opportunity to set that example and consciously being aware of that helped a lot too. And then my teammates and my coach, because shout out them. I love y'all. My coach was super flexible with me. He understood that I had more responsibility than some people may have as a collegiate athlete, and he was very, very flexible with me. And my teammates all very supportive and helpful too if I needed help with watching the kids, if I wanted to take my wife out on a date. So it's just a
Wow.
community, man. Like, I had a really good community out here. Shout out Southern Virginia University, man, because y'all
Wow.
really y'all really help me achieve one of my biggest goals in life. And so I really appreciate that.
It's so great to listen to that, bro, because of course a lot of people are in our situation, and then some of them are still playing right now, having kids and family, and I feel like they will beneficial a lot from having someone that can, they can have the same shoes and see how things going. But there's a quote that I created myself due to a situation when I was back in Africa, because you always have people that you think the people that was in your corner, they should be happy for what's happening to you, but they're always the one that's gonna be the first one to hate. And I always told myself, and it's a French quote that I created myself, and everybody from Niger that know me, my guy, my people that been there. I'm talking about the whole CG25 is a quote we used to play. All the CG25 people that know me, I created the Dans ta haine, supporte ma joie. It's a French say. Dans ta haine, supporte ma joie. And in English means, it doesn't matter how many times you're going to hate me, you're going to still see me being happy, see me being joyful, right? Because all you can do is hating. But me, you're gonna still see me being happy, right? So anytime in life you're doing anything or you start anything, and then there's people, of course you're gonna think about what people think, but I always trying to remember myself. And even when I play, get the chance to play or be on the court or do whatever, it's gonna always be people that's gonna hate you. But remember, they're gonna
100%.
still look at you being happy. I just
Watch you
gonna
be
put it out
happy,
there,
man.
but yeah,
Watch
for
you be
real.
happy. That's part of the reason why they
Yeah.
hate you. It's because they,
Yeah.
deep down, they want that happiness. They don't have that happiness. And I'm not even going to sit here and pretend like every day is beautiful and every day is sunshine and rainbows, because some days suck. But hey,
I
it's all about
know,
how you,
no.
it's all about how you think about it, bro. If you are grateful, it's super hard to be sad. What am I sad about? I have everything that I need
Yeah.
and more. And so it's just like, why are you mad? Because I'm just being grateful. It's literally not because I have anything that you don't. It's just because I
Nah,
have a
for
different
real.
perspective than you don't. And that's it.
Give me the ball, DJ. Let's see
All
what's
right,
up,
bro.
man. I hope you do. I hope you got you are easy on me, bro. But let's go ahead. Give me the ball. I'm gonna take over time right now.
All right. So the question I have for you,
Yeah.
mon frère, mon frère.
Mon
I say it
frère,
right.
mon
Mon frère.
frère. Yep.
What is one thing that your father did that you swore you'd never do, and have you done it yet?
Oh wow. 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 Okay. That's good. My father always was, working the best of his ability to, of course, provide for us, especially growing up in Africa. But we was never a day when we never had anything on the table to eat, right? He was always making sure we had that. But I would say one thing, and I feel like it's a lot of African community. sometimes communication that you get, there's certain stuff that you can't go and talk to your parents. Do you get what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
growing up in my family, and that's just how they grew up. If I have, for example, a girlfriend, I can't go to my dad and be like, "Hey, yo, dad, like, how do you think I can?" You know what I'm saying? He's going, "Shut man, what you about?" You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I would say, uh, the one I would say, okay, let me do that. I would say one thing that I'm really proud of, and second thing that I feel like I should do better, just to mix it. But it's kind of answering your question. Is like I'm always proud and happy that he taught me the wisdom of the Bible, right? He taught us the wisdom of the Bible and how to, apply it to our life. And then secondly, I would say I wish there was like a little bit more communication on a deeper level. But I would say I'm trying to apply it right now, but my baby is too little right now to start it right
Yeah.
now. But I'm using it in my relationship with my wife. Is communicating a little bit more better, like in the more like just being more, because in there's a hard level of respect in an African household. There's some stuff and there's never a line that you can even cross. So me bringing it to my culture, I'm trying to open that relationship when me and my wife and my daughter we can literally say anything, right?
Right.
And it wouldn't really make sense the way I'm describing it, but like I feel like African people will understand it a little bit
Uh,
more better, right? But I would say just creating the really, 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 really great communication when I can just go to and be like, yeah, like you really feel comfortable to like open yourself on a way more deeper level than just on the more respectful level, if that makes sense.
it's interesting too because I feel like there's obviously a lot of differences in the cultures that we
Yeah,
both were a part of growing up. I think there's a
yeah,
lot of similarities too, more than people would know, especially if they never had the opportunity to meet somebody from another country or somebody from that grew up in another culture. But I
yeah,
think that's such a big deal, and people are starting to become more aware of it. Like you need to have open conversations with your family in general,
yeah.
and obviously there's things that kids shouldn't know about. Um,
True.
but I also feel like as much as you can tell your kids, you probably should. Otherwise, it's
Yeah,
going to create more problems in the long run. Not just like within the family, but just things that like they probably wouldn't have learned if you didn't say anything.
true.
That can catch up to them later in life. Obviously, like you said, your daughter's not at the age for you to really practice that yet,
Yeah,
but I think you still can by how you, like we talked about last episode, how you react, how
two
you
things. Yeah,
create how you create a safe environment for her to feel comfortable to come to you and say, "Dad, this happened." Especially, and like for me, especially like when our kids do something wrong or if they
yeah,
feel like they made a mistake, I want them to feel comfortable coming to me and saying, "I'm somewhere I shouldn't be. I don't feel okay. I don't feel comfortable." I
yeah,
want them to feel comfortable having that conversation with me, but also understanding I'm not your friend and I can't just support you doing that. We're going to have a talk about what you did, but
yeah. There's a balance between.
and I'm not even at that point yet. So it's just honestly, you just see what the future holds because that's a whole nother ball game. I'm super excited to watch you and your family grow too. You guys start having more kids. Yup.
I do plan to have more kids, bro. You already know.
Yeah, man. Don't most
But
Africans
yeah,
have like
for
don't most Africans have like 12 kids? 12 or 13 kids?
nice try, bro. That's not every household, but they do have a lot of kids though. But not every household.
I'm just
Not every
trolling.
household. No, but they do though. And then one of the sad part too. Let's talk about it. What you bring it up too. This is important because people know that like you will see a lot of people in Africa not having a lot of like, and of course kids are a blessing, but of course you have to know like you know what I'm saying, safe balance. But you will see a lot of people that have like a lot of kids. They don't even have a lot of money to take care of their kids, bro. This is the sad part, right? And I'm not judging anybody, bro. Like and like I said, every kid is a blessing, right? But at the same time, bro, this is one thing that they do that I'm like sometimes, all right, bro, like gotta chill a little bit. You know what I'm saying? This is one thing. That's the difference between living in Africa and living in America, right? Living in America, everybody kind of, and not, I'm not saying everybody, but it's more like a solo life. There's my family, that's your family. You work, I'm working, right? We do things, and we only match when we physically match to a demand, and we both are will see each other at one point. Do you get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
in Africa, it's more like a community sense, right? Like your neighbor and my neighbor, we literally almost the same family. Like when I used to be in Africa, for example, I have one of my people. If I don't have food at the house, I literally can go to my people and we eat. It might look crazy, but I'm gonna have food to my people. Do you get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
my neighbor gets something, I I would get something from him too. Right? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not even going in a I know you're gonna give me type stuff. It just naturally come that way, right? Like I have my friends back home that like we literally used to breakfast at my house, lunch at his house, dinner at somebody else's house. That's how cool that thing was, bro. It might look crazy, but I'm telling you, it's just so deep at that level. And then I had my grandpa, but he passed away, you know. So, but he was giving me a lot of advice and he used to know a lot of knowing a lot of Niger culture and being in Niger also. He told me one thing that he learned from the two culture was when you go in Africa, for example, when somebody meets you, and you probably saw that with me. When somebody meets you, they in Africa they always want to know more about your family. They want to know about you for real. They want to know who
Mm-hmm.
you are. They want to know like how you doing things. They want to learn from you. They want to be friends for you. And in America, some people, and I'm not saying everybody, it's more about what can you do for me. Do you get what I'm saying? It's more
Yeah.
about what can
Yeah.
you do for me, but not everybody, right? I don't want to people getting them messed up and I'm talking about in general, but it's more about look those two questions. When you meet somebody in Africa, for example, I'm giving you an example. It's like, um, hey, how are you, bro? Hey, where you go? Where you gonna play soccer at? We almost do any don't like yeah. This of course these people are working, but most of the time we don't work. Like you know what I'm saying? I mean we're
Yeah.
working, but how it's so hard to find jobs in Africa and things like this. So most of the time, most like, hey, let's do something like who are you? But here in America, there's gonna be the question that's gonna always come up. What do you do? Where do you work
Yeah.
at? Right? It's not more a
Ah,
sense of how many. And if I ask you that question, how many people did you see in your environment that ask you how's your family doing? Watch for those people. People that actually come and ask you how's your family doing. Because a lot of people that talk about what you gonna do today. What are you doing today?
that's
Right?
valid, bro.
If that
I'm not
makes
even gonna
sense.
lie. That's very valid.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's something I never really thought about because
Yeah.
I never experienced like that side of the culture.
But you will.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We finna hit up Morocco 2030 World Cup. Finna hit it up.
Dang.
Let's
We
go,
praying it.
man.
God listen to us, man. Asking it will be given.
All right, bro. I keep saying that. That's one thing I also noticed. All right, bro. All right, bro. I already said yesterday was the anniversary,
Yeah.
the 2-year anniversary. Pretty special day.
Yeah.
I feel like I was in my bag, bro,
Yeah.
because kids were running around crazy, acting crazy. We went on a walk in the morning. We usually go on a run. Me, and uh my two oldest kids. We usually go on a
Yes.
run. But I said I want to kick it with the wife today. I want to kick it with the wifey. So
Of
let's go on a
course.
walk because she always goes on a walk with the youngest. So I said let's go on a walk.
Yeah.
So we go on a walk. We got home. The kids were crazy, bro. So I'm like, you know what? I gotta do something about this. So I played with the kids all day, literally until they went to bed. I mean, I did a little bit of work on the podcast and everything. And then that nighttime came and we ordered our food, right? So I had to
Yeah.
drive 15 minutes to pick it up, 15
Yeah.
minutes back, right? So I get there, I park the car, and
Yeah.
where I live, like the downtown area, you
Yeah.
can't find a parking spot. Like it's almost impossible to find a parking spot. And all I had to do was run in and grab the food and walk out. Like I wasn't going to be in
Yeah.
this restaurant for 30 minutes.
For
So,
sure.
bro, and it's a one-way street. So we're going one way. I pull over to the side and I put my blinkers on. I'm not even in the middle of the road or nothing. I'm on the side of the road. I put my blinkers on. I get out the car, walk across the street. Dude pulls up behind me right before I open the door. Hey, sir. I'm like, turn around. It's this guy. He's got like this badge on him. I'm like, oh my gosh, what?
Oh, there's no way.
So he's I'm the fire chief. You can't park there. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm just gonna grab some food real quick. He says, who will be quicker, the police or the towing truck? I said,
That was the
oh hell
answer?
no. That's what he said to me, bro. So I'm like,
Wait,
I had to.
what?
I was gonna,
Straight
and you know,
up?
I should have for the podcast, just for the sake of the story. I should have just ran in there, grabbed the food, and ran out, just to like, who's quicker? You know what I'm saying? But I didn't. I didn't. I was respectful. I went. I was like, damn. I was mad too. I went and got back in the car, drove off,
Yeah.
parked it. Who knows how far from the restaurant? Walked out, grabbed the food, went back, got home, This may be where I wasn't in my takeover mode.
Yeah.
Got home. Wifey takes the food out. She says, "Mine's not in here." I said, "What?" She said, "Mine's not in here." I was like, "All right."
No way.
So we tried calling them, bro. We tried calling them like 4 times. They didn't answer. Straight to voicemail. I'm like, that's crazy. So what I did, I had to pull back up. Boom. Pull back up to the restaurant. I say, "Hey, we didn't get our full order. Here's a receipt. Here's how much I paid for it. Please give me my food." Went home. And it was a great meal. So it was a dub.
Dude.
I activated my takeover, bro. It wasn't pretty,
Yeah,
but we got
super
the
proud
job
of you.
done. You know what I'm saying? We made the right play.
With a couple people that was trying to play, man-to-man defense on you, but I think that's
That
the right
was the
play.
freaking fire chief. Like, what, bro? Like, just go on, man. I just told you I'm gonna be in there real quick. You can stay right here. I'll be
Nah,
right
for
back
real,
in 2 seconds, bro. Just let me park. What's gonna happen? The
bro.
building's
Face
not gonna
guarding the
burn
car.
down. The building. I'm saying the building's not gonna
Face
burn down
guarding.
in 2 seconds.
I
And then
know, it's
playing
crazy.
man-to-man defense. I'm just trying to get some food, bro. Like, stop
Hey,
playing with me.
thankfully, I know.
Man-to-man defense on the car.
Man-to-man
Bruh.
defense on the car is crazy. Hey,
You know
sometimes it
what?
be
I'm
like
thinking
that,
about
bro.
it. Next time that happens, I'm running in. I don't even care. And if I get the boot on the car, if my car's getting towed, it'll just be a funny podcast story.
I mean, like, what
But
happened to that DJ? And you'll be like, damn, bro, you can even know.
I'd be like, "Yo, sorry." I'm like behind the bars. I said, "I gotta do my podcast tonight, man. Gotta start recording me." I'm behind the bar of the cell just with my mic.
Hey, go ahead to take over, man. I ain't gonna lie. Special day. Of course, it was a special day, and it's always a beautiful day when you get to spend another year with your wife. A lot of people can't say that, right? With everything that's going around the world, so you made her happy. You take care of
Mm.
everything that happened. The talk of her was crazy, even with knowing with the fact that it was face guarding you, brother. Face guarding you, man. I ain't gonna
They didn't
lie,
want to
bro.
see me win. They didn't want to see me
They didn't
win.
want to see you, of course, but
Sorry
end
though.
of the day, they got the dub.
Gotta get it anyway.
Yeah. My takeover time this week, I'll probably say my trip to Cali. I'm tripping, I'm going to California, so it's like it's a lot of things going on playing to California.
Yes,
Uh
sir.
you gotta make sure, especially when you have kids, you know what it is when you about to travel and you have kids, bro. You
Just
gotta make
wait.
sure everything you got like it's so you gotta make sure everything is like
Mm.
make taking the control, because uh that week I was like, how hard, because that week, I was working on multiple projects, and I know wifey was with the baby a lot. So I would say, you know what, that week, I'm gonna make sure I take care of everything from the trip. You don't have to worry about that. It's just pack your stuff and we're gonna dip. So that was my takeover moment, making sure we was all taken care of, everything ready, uh, got everything set up, and I feel like now we're good to go. It's not like I don't have like an interesting story like you just did right now, but I feel like it was a moment when I just,
No, that's
taking
good.
everything control. Yeah, for sure.
That's what you got to do. That's what it's about,
Yeah,
bro. It's just
that's
about.
what about for real.
And you know what? I'm happy we're doing this too because it's making me see things different, and I'm starting to pay attention more to what's going on now too. Because like
Yeah,
now that I'm gonna be talking a lot about my life, I'm like really starting to focus like what's happening, what's going
yeah,
on, where do I have opportunities to be better? Where do I have opportunities where like I can help somebody be better, type stuff,
yeah,
and then obviously like searching for things I can just fuel. You know what I'm saying? And keeping us
yeah,
accountable is what part of it's gonna do because now we actually have
yeah.
to pay more attention to what's going on. That was a solid episode. Episode 2.
It's really solid. Episode 2 solid, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So far, I'm liking the environment that we're going to, bro. I feel like a lot of people, bro, they need the benefits. They need to watch it. Just for the sake of knowing and learning a lot from you, because I feel like I'm just learning a lot from you, right? And then we don't stop learning. Like I said earlier, we had a conversation. Bro, we're not even on a prime. We're trying to
Mm-hmm.
get to that level, right? I know for sure somebody face guarding me out multiple screens. I know definitely it's gonna be good. So yeah, bro. And then I
Straight
got
up.
shooting Curtis head up, straight up, bro. You already know.
Hey, if y'all made it this far, we definitely appreciate it. For
Yeah.
all y'all loyal listeners, you know what? I'm just gonna call all y'all out. All my people, if y'all listening to this, which y'all should be, we're gonna need some feedback. You can drop it in the comments. You could drop it in the DMs of our Instagram page, TikTok page. It don't matter. We gonna need some feedback from the episodes. YouTube channel. We gonna need some feedback. And if y'all made it this far,
Yeah.
drop a basketball in the chat. Not a lot of y'all made it this far. We gonna see, yo. We gonna see who the real loyal listeners are. That's all we got for y'all. Episode 2. We definitely appreciate y'all. Obviously, none of it would be possible without you guys. So if y'all could like, subscribe, follow, share it with the people you love, share it with the people you know, share it with the people who need to hear a good message.
Bro.
It'd be much appreciated.
I think that's a wrap up, man. Another
All right.
beautiful episode today, man. I feel we're getting better and I love it. And if you feel like you have a topic or a question or something you want us to talk about on the podcast too, hit us up, man. Just let us know. We'll be definitely happy to implement some stuff.
So like we said, man, if y'all made it this far, we definitely appreciate it. Go ahead and like, follow, comment, share everything you can to get this page out to the people who need it, that you feel like just need a positive message, because that's all we're here doing, is spreading positivity. Just having fun while we do it. Right, yo?
Yes, for sure. You said it all,
All
buddy.
right, man. All right, well, we love y'all. Thanks for showing up for
Love y'all.
episode 2. See y'all next week. Peace.
Yes.
Baby, tell me your song.